What's up guys, I'm Malcolm. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So guys, channel membership is now live. Link is in the description and the first comment. Do check it out. That would really help support the channel. So let's start this video with Andre Roca, the 24 years old bodybuilding sensation from Brazil with some of the most insane legs on an amateur physique right now. So remember, when Samson Dauda was touring Brazil just a few weeks back, that's the same guy who impressed Samson Dauda on those incredible development of his quads. And Samson himself, the reigning Miss Olympia, he was so surprised on the amount of talent coming out of Brazil, especially in the last few years. So this is most probably gonna be your next FBB pro. And he has some work to do after getting his pro card to match his upper half to his humongous quads, because the legs on him are just so damn complete, front to back. And for a guy who is an amateur for now, he was in a phenomenal condition. Now I don't think this guy is tall, so he will either go for the 212 or maybe the men's open division. And the only thing that Andre is lacking right now, that is the size on his upper body. He has some good muscle bellies, especially that back that has got so much potential. So will he be able to create a more balanced physique? Because very often we have seen that the one muscle group that really stands out, that is often genetically very dominating, especially in comparison to the rest of the body. But that being said, Andre has got time on his side. He was the standout in the amateur show yesterday, and you have got to admit that those Brazilians out there, they have some great talent in the field of bodybuilding out there. Statistical and tactically speaking, Blessing Awodibu made the best possible decision, skipping this upcoming Pittsburgh Pro and also the New York Pro a week afterwards. The chances of him cracking top 4 in either of those shows, they were almost non-existent. And that is no disrespect towards Blessing. The depth of the competition in both of these shows, that is just so damn deep. And the fact is, Blessing hasn't beaten most of these guys ever before. So there are 4 shows scheduled in the month of June, and that is the ideal case scenario for Blessing to enter in one of those, get his 3rd pro win, and also his Olympia qualification for this year, which is the ultimate goal, to step back on the biggest bodybuilding stage. Now, he does look pretty enormous right now, and he has done a wonderful job in the last 8 weeks or so, getting rid of all that fat and the water. But the good thing is that at the same time, he has been able to hold on to a lot of his size that he had at the peak of his off-season. So at the peak of his off-season, he was over 325 pounds. And that was the very first time in his career that he went that heavy. And fact of the matter is, not everyone can have a clean look like Samson Dauda at those kind of body weights. So Blessing's weight, that is looking monstrous as of right now. But he has to somehow maintain all that size, especially on his legs, all the way till it's showtime. Because if he comes in with bigger, more muscular upper body compared to what we saw back in 2023, and his legs deflate the same way as they did the last time, all the progress, that will be kind of counterproductive. Because the only reason the judges did not place Blessing in the top 3 in his last show, which was Italy, was because of the fact that he had a lot of imbalance between his upper and lower half. Now Blessing has what it takes to be on the Olympia stage this year, and with him taking 2 years off away from the stage, we are expecting him to show up with a lot of improvements the next time he steps on stage, which probably is gonna be in June. So really looking forward to his comeback. Guys, we have a limited time offer. If you buy any flavor of Bloodshot, you are gonna get a free Dying Breed t-shirt. The discount code is on the screen right now, and use the code FAZI10 to get 10% extra discount. Next up, we have an update from Hunter Labrada. So every now and then, he posts a physique update, and the size that Hunter has been able to maintain during this downtime when he's running TRT protocols, that kind of baffles your mind, that he has been totally off since the Olympia last year. Now originally, his plan was to do the Arnold Ohio in March, but he decided to take care of that shoulder problem. So Ben Chow, his coach, clarified that Hunter is gonna get that fixed, and he will take most part of the year totally off and in recovery. So is there a possibility that Hunter decides to take this whole year off, make his comeback next year, maybe at the Arnold Ohio? Now, out of all the guys who have consistently placed in the top 6 in the last 3 or 4 years, Hunter is the only one who hasn't done the Arnold. So that can definitely be a possibility. So we are 5 months post Olympia right now, where Hunter showed up at his all-time best, especially at the prejudging, and he placed top 6. And till now, we haven't heard a word about his upcoming competition plans. We do, however, know that this is the first time he has given his system such a long break from all the PEDs and the gear ever since he turned pro, and that was about 5 years back. So in theory, Hunter is gonna respond totally differently once he jumps back on the protocol. So the Olympia last year, that was the best of Hunter, but they still haven't been able to bring that a few days out look on the stage where he looks big as a house and all ripped and dry and absolutely shredded, leading into any show, especially at the Olympia. So that look on any stage, that will be so deadly. So are we underestimating Michael Krizo for this upcoming Pittsburgh Pro? Really, I have to ask you guys, who is gonna outmuscle him at this upcoming show? Now, he might not be as beautifully put together as Derek or Martin in terms of the aesthetics, but his muscularity, that is also insane. And a new video that was released on his YouTube channel today, that was recorded at about 6 weeks out, and Krizo is looking so damn shredded that even his straps, they have striations. Plus, at the same time, the man looks big as a house, very round, with that paper-thin skin, which is the biggest strength of Michael Krizo. So this is gonna be Michael's comeback show after his shoulder surgery, but he looks very much in complete control of everything here. Plus, the good thing is that he has been putting extra effort into posing and presentation, which always has been a major point of criticism from Michael Krizo. So most of the media attention and coverage, that is of course on Good Vito and how he's gonna stack up against those top Olympians. But Krizo's size and the kind of freak factor that he brings, that is just on a whole different level. So we have seen many looks of Michael Krizo ever since he turned pro, and the man has always impressed the judges, especially with the kind of conditioning that he brings. So the Olympia 2023, which was his last Miss Olympia, that was the most ripped look by Michael Krizo. But we are hoping that his current coach, George Farah, he's gonna help him combine the condition of the Olympia with the kind of fullness that he had at Prague Pro 2023. Not gonna lie, Rafael Brandao, in his most recent off-season physique update, looks way better than we all expected, since he has been suffering from that bowel issue for quite some time now. Now the fact is, he hasn't been eating to grow, he hasn't been training the way he's supposed to train, to be the best in the world. But surprisingly, the man looks reasonably big right now, as well as very lean. Now he also revealed to his fans that during the past few weeks, that he has been eating those kind of foods, which are very suitable for his stomach. And also he has been increasing the food portions progressively. So the good news is that Rafael Brandao is still determined to make a big impact at this year's Miss Olympia. And he was in an ideal scenario towards the end of last year, because he secured his Olympia qualification very early in the season. But we still have roughly 27 weeks till the Olympia this year. So Rafael Brandao is going to continue to build up on this foundation. And the good thing is that he has a good starting point, despite him suffering from a health condition. So this is the guy who has one of the prettiest and the most aesthetic shape in the men's open bodybuilding right now. And even though he wasn't at his all-time best at the Olympia last year, but still, that was good enough to secure his career's highest placing, and that was top 8 at the Olympia. Now all Rafael Brandao needs to do is to pack on more size, but his career also shows that the man is very slow, especially in putting on more quality muscle and more mass on his frame. Now he's a top 10 Olympian, no matter what, but a bigger version of Rafael Brandao with the kind of look that he brought at the Arnold, Ohio last year, that for sure is gonna challenge for the top 6 at the Olympia. But do let me know what you guys think, and also hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.